Good morning. Welcome to Guiding Light. Our scripture today is Joel, 2nd chapter, verse 13. Rend your heart and not your clothing. Return to the Lord your God, for he is gracious and merciful, slow to anger, and abounding in steadfast love. There's a rhythm to the spiritual life, a rhythm of returning. We return to God after seasons of distraction. We return after disappointment. We return after drifting into habits that dull our spiritual clarity. We often return after forgetting what matters most. The call to return is not a message of condemnation, but an invitation of grace. In Joel's time, the people had gone through devastation and uncertainty. They were grieving their losses, and their faith had grown weary. Yet God did not push them away. Instead, God invited them to come close again, not with dramatic gestures, but with honest hearts. Rend your hearts, not your clothing. In other words, let this return be real. Let it come from the inner place where transformation begins. Returning to God requires discipline because it asks us to slow down, reflect, and tell the truth about where we are spiritually. It asks us to look inward and recognize where we have allowed fear, busyness, or discouragement to pull us off course. But God meets us with patience, not punishment, with compassion, not criticism, with steadfast love, not shame. Throughout Scripture, God consistently welcomes those who return. The father running to the prodigal son, Jesus restoring Peter after his denial, the shepherd searching for the lost sheep. Each story reveals the heart of God. He receives us every time we turn back toward him. So returning is not about starting over. It's about realigning. It's about remembering who God is and who we are called to be. It's about coming back to the practices that ground us: prayer, kindness, humility, gratitude, worship, justice. These are the pathways that keep our hearts tender and our lives centered. Our challenge is to see returning not as an occasional act, but as a spiritual rhythm, a discipline, a habit of the heart. We fall, we rise, we drift, we come back, we weaken, we renew. And each return draws us deeper into God's love. So, as you move through this week, ask yourself, where is God inviting me to return? What practices bring me back into alignment? What distractions or fears do I need to lay down? Keep shining your light by embracing the discipline of returning, not to perfection, but to God's presence. Until next time, may your heart find renewal in the God who always welcomes you home. God bless. At Micah 6:8 Ministries, we are honored to walk with you on your faith journey. If our program encouraged or inspired you, we invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn on notifications so you never miss what's next from Micah 6:8 Ministries. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitch. Visit our website, www.micah68ministries, for devotionals, ministry updates, and opportunities to grow and serve in faith together. If the Lord places it on your heart to give, your generosity helps us continue the mission God has entrusted to us. You can give securely through Cash App at $Micah68 Ministries or through Tithely. Every gift, large or small, makes a difference. Until we meet again, let's continue to walk humbly, love mercy, and do justice. God bless you, and we'll see you next time.